Today my son was asked a question by his teacher to draw a picture of his hero. And after thinking for a moment about who made the most De Niro, he drew a picture of me in a mirror. Came home and he posted it on the refrigerator door, and when I saw it, it touched me to the core. I was outdone. There's nothing more that a father wants to hear than admirations from his son. So that night as I tucked him in, I wanted to be crystal clear, so I sincerely whispered in his ear, "Son, I love you." And yawning with his hands in front of his mouth, he said, "Daddy, I love you too." As he laid in front of me, I was touched. It was like a needle had stuck me in my arm and my blood was right in front of me. So I thought to myself, Benton, I wonder, does he really know for me what he has done? And does he know that I never could have been a father until he made me one? And that until he was born, I never really knew me. And that I didn't know a thing about responsibility until he gave it to me. And that until he was born, my future was kind of dim. But now that he's here, my life has been extended, because even when I'm gone, I can live through him. And despite all the obstacles, the peer pressure from the other children, all the slanging and banging that he saw in front of his mother's building, the drug problems dealing with his mother, playing the role as the man of his mom's house and taking care of his little sister and brother, when I think about how far he had come. And despite all the obstacles, everything that he had achieved and done, my son may consider me to be his hero. But to me, my hero is my son. That's that piece.
All right.
I am honored and I feel privileged to be with you today. And that honor and that privilege comes from the students of Parent University requesting my presence and that I be here on this afternoon. I am happy on one side of my body, but on the other side of my body, my heart is heavy, because at this moment and at this time, right now, 250 miles away from here in Chicago, Illinois, there is a graduation ceremony at my son's high school. And every year we give away a $1,000 cancer scholarship foundation in my son's name. And some of you all know the story about how I lost my son at the age of 15 to cancer. And so, although I couldn't be there, I am happy to be here with you, because this is where my son would have wanted me to be. And so when we think about the challenges that life presents before us, we have to ask ourselves the question, what is my purpose in life? I know a year ago today, when you were wherever you were, you didn't think that you would be here a year ago. But you made it. I know some people looked at you and laughed and said, "Oh, you going to school? You going to Parent University? Or you taking your child's place?" Some of those same people are probably sitting behind you, cheering you on while you're being celebrated as 2013 Parent University graduates. Give them a nice round of applause. There's only two reasons why we exist on this earth. One is to serve God, and the other is to serve man. If you're not serving God, and if you're not serving your fellow man, you are doing nothing but existing. And matter of fact, you're just taking up space.
Amen.
And so we lean on each other today. And while they're asking the question, what good could come out of Ben Harbor, Michigan? Point them to the Holy Bible when they said, what good could come out of Nazareth? And a man walked out of Nazareth, and at 30 years old, he began a ministry. And some of you all now are at the age of 28 and 29 and 30 years old, and you think that your life is halfway over. Your life is just starting. You made a decision today. And you made a choice today to not accept the status quo. Everybody's living life. They living in a matrix. You know, they say that you got to get up in the morning. You got to go to work. You got to go to work for 8 hours. You got to come home. You got to... Who said that you have to do that? Who told you that you couldn't open up your own business? Who said that those of you all who are good at doing hair, that you couldn't open up your own shop? Those of you all who are good at math couldn't open up your own accounting service. Don't let people handicap you because of where you're from. Benton Harbor, Michigan is your base, but the earth is your place. This whole earth belongs to you. 2013 graduates. Don't let any little section, any little town, any little geographical place define you. You are a child of God. And there's greatness in each and every one of your faces. When I met you a few months ago, and you saw the tears coming down my eyes because I spoke about the loss of a child. Some of you all were moved so much that you had to leave the room. And Shanta, you know what I'm talking about. Marie, you know what I'm talking about. But there was a connection that took place in that room. That connection that I took back with me to Chicago, because that experience cannot be duplicated, nor can it be repeated. It said something to me. It said to me that these are a group of people that take pride in who they are and they love themselves. Despite what the society says about you, I see the love that you have for yourself. I see the love that you have for your children. And I see the love that you have for your community. The victory, brothers and sisters, took place not today, but the moment that you decided that you wanted to participate in this program. That was the day that victory was yours. It had never been done before. No one knew what to expect. But looking at you now, all of us who are sitting on this panel, looking at you now, and I know I speak on behalf of everyone who's on this stage, we love you and we are so proud of you, 2013.